you walked up to a random stranger on the street and asked them to name any Pokemon, on the off chance that they don't think you're a complete lunatic and run away, there's a good chance that they'll say Pikachu. And rightfully so. He is the face of the franchise after all. Pikachu is the one on all of the merchandise, all the marketing, he's Ash's partner in the anime, he's the Pokemon that everybody knows. Over the years, the Pokemon Company has seemingly been trying to replicate Pikachu's success by including Pokemon in each of the generations that look suspiciously similar to the yellow bugger. Known as the Pikachu ripoff or Pikachu clone Pokemon to many, today I will go through these so-called copycats and decipher just which ones are actually quite uniquely designed and which ones are actually worthy of the name ripoff. Let's get to it. Right, so here we are. We're going to start with the one and only Pikachu. Now, looking back, I'm not quite sure why I put him on here last night when I was making this, because obviously he's not a Pikachu clone. He's Pikachu. He's the real thing. So, obviously, he's going in S tier. So, there he is, up in S. And we'll see where everyone else ranks compared to him. So, next we have a debatable choice, Marill. Now, there's a lot of people that don't consider Marill to be a Pikachu clone, but on the other hand, a lot of older fans do. And that's one, because of his similar face and hands maybe, and his feet. That's pretty much design-wise all. But back in the early days of the internet in the 90s, there was a leaked image of Marill from Japan. And a lot of English forums and stuff, I guess. I'm not quite sure on the story because I wasn't around back then. But from what I know, he was wrongly leaked as a Pokemon called Pikachu. And that was meant to be like a side evolution of Pikachu, I think. So Pikachu would either evolve into Raichu or Pikachu. But obviously this was incorrect and Pikachu ended up being Marill. So, just from that alone, Marill has somewhat sort of been grouped in with the Pikachu clones. When, yeah, a lot of people would debate that he isn't, and it's, I don't know. It's a very complicated sort of thing with Marill, really. But I would say he's pretty much completely unique in my opinion, so I'm going to give him an S. Next we have Minun and also Plusle. I'm going to group these together. There's not really any point in separating them. Like, it'd be weird if one of them was an A and one of them was an F. That'd just be stupid. They're practically the same Pokemon. They're always together in the anime. They're just meant to be together, really, aren't they? Now, I think these two are way too close to Pikachu. They are literally just Pikachu, but slightly lighter coloured and with pluses and minuses and the red and the blue. And I can't say I like them that much. I feel bad because last tier list I did was the Pokemon openings, and I put the Gen 3 openings really far down, and now I'm going to put the Gen 3 Pikachu clones really low down as well. So next I'll be sure to do a tier list where I put Gen 3 in S, as in like I'll specifically choose something for you guys, for you Gen 3 fans that I like about Gen 3, just to make it up to you. But yeah, do I put them in F? No, because they're not an F, because they're different in that there's two of them and one's plus and one's minus, and like I kind of like that concept because it links it with them being electric type and all that. That's quite cool, but it's just the designs. It's just like it's too similar to Pikachu but worse in every way, really. Like, I know that's sort of the whole point of these Pokemon, to be like Pikachu, but I would say these are the least unique with it. Next we have Pachirisu, who obviously has the similar eyes, the similar cheeks, the similar mouth, the similar body, pretty much everything but its tail and colour scheme, really, and maybe its ears. It's not really that unique. It's definitely more unique than Plusle and Minun, and I like its tail, and I just generally like squirrels. That's a me thing. So I think I'm gonna have to put Pachirisu in C tier. Maybe move him up if there's not anything in B tier after I've done the others, but he's definitely going in D tier for now. Now with Gen 5, we got a slightly different take on it with Emolga, who I believe is actually electric flying type, which is a first for these. I think apart from Marill, obviously, they're all just electric type, maybe electric normal. I'm not too sure on that. But Emolga, she's flying, and Emolga is a flying squirrel, I believe, so another squirrel like Pachirisu. But I'd say Emolga's face is a lot closer to Pikachu's than Pachirisu's. But yeah, I'd say I like Emolga just as much as I do Pachirisu. My neighbour is doing some sort of construction work. If you can hear that, I'm very sorry. There's not a fat lot I can do. Now we have the Gen 6 Dedenne, who I hate. He looks like Hammond from Overwatch a little bit, who I also don't like. Well, I like Hammond design-wise and his ball and everything. He's really cute, but gameplay-wise in Overwatch, kinda hate him because he's rolling about everywhere and no one seems to kill him. And not that this links to anything to do with Dedenne. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. He just looks a bit like Hammond. But yeah, Dedenne, he's just a fat orange Pikachu, isn't he? And I don't think he's that appealing, really. He's definitely... Do I want to... Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't dig Dedenne. He's going in F tier. I'm sorry. He's just... I don't know how to explain it, but I just don't like that. His face is literally Pikachu's. Like, it looks copied and pasted. It's worse than Pachirisu. And what's unique about him, I don't even like, really. Like, his tail's pretty ugly. I don't like the things that come off his cheeks. Those look horrible. I'm just not a big fan. Next, we have Mimikyu. Now, Mimikyu is a bit weird because Mimikyu's like backstory is Pokédex information basically says that Mimikyu is a ghost type that purposely tries to mimic Pikachu basically because he wants to be popular like Pikachu is. So it wouldn't really be fair to say that he's a clone of Pikachu because it wouldn't be fair to say that he's a clone of Pikachu in the same way as all of these because that's literally the point of him. It's like saying a Ditto transformed into Pikachu is a clone of Pikachu, like, no shit. I quite like Mimikyu's design. I think it's pretty cool, and the concept is just overall pretty cool. And I like that, unlike all of the others, he actually has like a backstory as to why he looks this way, and he technically doesn't look this way. There is some sort of mystery, some sort of ghost underneath the costume that we don't know about. And it's just the whole mystery aspects and just the cool whole design, all of that is just pretty cool. And I don't think anyone would argue with me putting Mimikyu in S tier with Marill and Pikachu. He's just really cool. And he's definitely, out of the actual Pikachu clones, like the ones that are undebatably Pikachu clones, so like leave out the actual Pikachu, leave out Marill, out of those, Mimikyu is definitely the best and most loved, I'd say. Slightly off topic, when I went to the Pokemon Center in London, just something I remember from going there, I went to Burger King afterwards and there was this little kid sitting on the table across from me, and like he was sitting opposite this massive Mimikyu plush, and I just remember thinking that was really funny. I don't know why. I got a picture so I'll put it on screen, but yeah, there was a kid sitting opposite him and I found it really funny because he was just sitting there eating Burger King with his Mimikyu. Now, the newest addition to the Pikachu clone family is Morpeko. And I'd say this was quite a downgrade from Mimikyu, considering we went from Gen 7 Mimikyu, one of the best Pikachu clone, well, the best Pikachu clone ever made, to Gen 8 and Morpeko, and we're back to the status quo of just having a pretty lackluster Pikachu clone. Like, this one's almost the same colour as well. But Morpeko is unique that he has his hangry form, which I don't have a picture of here, but I'll be sure to put one on screen for you guys now. And yeah, I just find that really cool. And it just seems like with these newer ones, like Morpeko and Mimikyu, they are trying to make them slightly more unique and have like their own thing to them. Like Mimikyu's disguise, Morpeko's hangry mode. So it's really appreciated, and I can't wait to see what the next Pikachu clone is like, because it'll likely have its own gimmick as well, like these past two. But yeah, I'm going to put Morpeko in B. And just because there's nothing in A, I think I'm going to move them all. You know what? I'm going to put Morpeko in A. Bear with me here. And put Pachirisu in B. And then I'm going to leave Emolga in C. And there we go. That is my final ranking for the Pikachu clone Pokemon, as well as Pikachu himself, so you can compare how I feel about them to Pikachu. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know. And in the comments, let me know who your favourite Pikachu clone is. If you want to see more videos just like this one, then be sure to like and subscribe, as I would love to make more for you guys. Thanks all. See ya.